So what's going on, YouTube? Hope you're all having a great day. On today's episode, we got another Dakota video lined up for you. I'm going to finish buttoning up everything in the engine bay. I'm going to get the electric fan installed and all the other wires and loose components, as well as the radiator support bar, which is like a little V shape, and the plastic shroud that the fan goes around in. And then once I complete all that, I'm hopefully going to install the grill and the grill inserts, as well as the inserts for the lower plastic front fascia, since I didn't get to that in the last video. If you guys missed out on that, be sure to go back and watch it. Finally got the front bumpers on the truck and they matched up perfectly, as you can see over there. Very happy with it. If you guys missed out on that video, I'll put a link up in the top corner. Be sure to go back and watch that one. I'm really looking forward to buttoning up the truck, and we should knock everything out in this video except for the hood. We might get to it, I'm not sure yet. It depends how long this video goes, but I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse and I'm going to knock out that engine bay right now. Have it, guys. Engine bay is 100% done, minus me adding the fluids. The engine coolant goes here and the windshield washer fluid goes here. But yeah, everything's buttoned up and really happy with it. It's back to normal. Almost, I'd say almost perfect. Alright guys, I'm going to move on to the next step here, which might be one of the hardest things I have to do on this truck because I don't have much experience with it, is fixing this hood, which is fiberglass. So it's cracked all the way through right here, as you can see. So, and it is out of line. If you can see this line, it doesn't match up with this line. So it's making the right side of the hood higher. So I'm just gonna take the saw here and I'm gonna do a cut to free this up, and then I'm gonna use like new fiberglass or some sort of resin or something like that to re-strengthen the hood and fix it up. So I'm gonna get on that, and then after that I'm probably just gonna sand this whole area. So I'm gonna move on to that right now, try to knock out that hood. And also guys, don't make fun of me in the comments for me wearing a Ford shirt, because I do own a Ford, but I'm more of a Mopar guy. I like all cars, but that's beside the point. So let's get to work. So I got this crack filed out pretty good. I just wanted to be able to like bend it up in the place where it should be, and then hopefully I can like re-strengthen it somehow so it stays in place, like right there about. So now I'm just gonna go through and try to flake off this paint And I'm gonna sand down this whole area and get it real smooth so it's not real rigid. I guess I'll just put you guys on a time lapse and I'll knock out that whole area. So let's get to work. Alright guys, as you can see, this area grew quite a bit. I had to take down all the layers to get these hairline cracks out. That way I can fill them with putty. And hopefully when I go to paint it, it'll all match up. Doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to end up eventually painting the roof and this hood all together. I might end up even painting the whole truck, but that's way down the road. Not sure yet. This area right here, that was actually on the truck when I bought it. That wasn't part of the collision that happened by yours truly, because the owner that I bought this truck from actually hit a deer. So that, I feel like that's where that scratch came from. But other than this, I'm just going to try to clean up this area a bit more.
One eternity later.
I think I got this pretty much to the point where it's going to be until I start the repair. As you guys can see, the way that this was made, the layers go fiberglass, gel coat, gray primer, and then blue, and then obviously the clear. So I think at this point I'm going to start the repair on it. I'm going to have to use like a ball point on the Dremel to get this crack out a little better, as well as this one. And then I think I'm going to drill a hole right here. That way this crack doesn't continue. I heard if you drill a hole, it stops the crack from continuing, if that was ever to happen. So I think at this point I'm just gonna continue the repairs and we'll hopefully get this really smooth and good enough for paint. So I'm gonna get right to work right now.
We just gotta put a little brace on there to hold it there.
finally got all the body work done. Fiberglass is all done and hardened. Put a glazing putty on there. It's really smooth now. And all that's left is we're gonna get ready for the first coat of primer. So I get this area taped up and then shoot our first coat of paint. So the first coat of primer came out pretty good. I'm gonna wet sand this down because there's a few high spots like right here. Not sure if you guys can see that. There's a little low spot right here. Well guys, I just knocked out a lot of work on my truck hood, and let me give you guys an update because a lot has changed. So as you guys can see, I resprayed the hood with a lighter gray primer because I re-wet sanded the darker gray primer down, and I had to respray it and I ran out of the darker, but it came out really good. It's really nice and smooth. I wet sanded this down. It's 100% dialed in and ready to go. So all that's left now is I'm gonna tape it up with the paper up there, and we're going to shoot our first coat of blue paint right now. So very excited for that. Finally get some color back on the hood. After I get that taped up, we're going to shoot our first coat of blue. So let's get to work.
A few moments later.
Well guys, the time has come. The moment of truth. We're going to spray our first coat of blue. Finally got it all taped up and we're ready to spray. I'm going to knock out the hood and the entire grill install as well. So by the end of this next time lapse, the truck's going to be done. So I can't wait to get to work. Let's knock out this front end right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well guys, I think it's safe to finally say the Dodge is finally 100% done. Now let me give you guys a quick recap of everything that went on with it. So as you guys can see, we got the grill installed as well as the grill inserts and the grill inserts for the lower front fascia. And as far as the paint goes, it's not 100% as I expected it to come out as. It's really hard to see on camera, but there is a shade variance. The area that we painted is a tad darker than the rest of the hood. Like I said earlier in the video, that's okay because I do have plans to repaint the whole hood as well as the roof and eventually probably the whole truck. That's the ideal situation that I would like to do with this truck, is to repaint the whole thing, because it is really hard to color match a panel, especially when you're doing a big section like this. You know, it's different if you were doing one little spot like right here, but you know, I did do this whole area. I did not throw the clear coat on it because I was afraid that, you know, that would really enhance it. And in my mind, I'm hoping that the area that I painted will fade a little bit to maybe match the rest of the hood a bit more, and then later on down the road I can clear it until I get around to repainting the whole truck. But you know, the grill and the bumpers and everything came out really nice, and it's really hard to notice unless you get like really close up onto it. Very satisfied with the results, especially since I was only spray painting using rattle cans. In the next video, I'm going to wash and detail the whole truck because it really needs it. It hasn't been washed since last July. Happy July 4th, because this video is going to be up for that. So stay safe out there, have some fun. It's going to be really nice to bring some shine back to the truck and really make it stand out again, and I'm looking forward to that. If you guys have any other future videos in mind, be sure to drop it down in the comments below. I'm always eager to hear what you guys have to say. Comments on the videos, good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's all feedback to me, and I really read it all. So thank you guys for engaging into the channel. It means a lot to me. I appreciate the support. So if you guys enjoyed this video as well as the whole rebuild series on my truck, be sure to smash that thumbs up button and drop me a subscribe. It really means a lot to me. We're almost at that 2,000 mark, and that's crazy to believe because just this time last year I was at like 300 subscribers, I think, and we're just about to hit 2,000, a couple hundred away, and I know we can do it, guys. So thank you so much for that. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll just end it with the usual. Always accelerate and don't look back. I'll catch you guys on the next one.